Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
This is the Voice of America with your host, Destiny.
Welcome back, everybody. As you know, and I'm starting to get really passionate about my time with WS Radio, is the Voice of America. I created that to find the pulse of the people, by the people, and for the people, keeping America smart and strong. My next guest is Lawrence Cisneros from Los Angeles, California. He has a business. He created it. He funds it. And he makes it work every day. I'm very excited to hear about Lawrence. And welcome to the show, Lawrence.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Tell us how you started with your idea at conception and where it stands today.
Sure. So the company is called Drinksmith, DRNXMYTH, and we started about 4 years ago. We try to make cocktails ourselves. We used to live down in San Diego, and coming up to the downtown area of Los Angeles, there's this renaissance of cocktails, mixology, and we thought, wow, what would be amazing to try and bottle these fresh, unique, innovative type drinks. And we started talking to a lot of the bartenders, who were making them, and there was really no way at that time, 4 years ago, to bottle that. And so we've been working diligently for the past 4 years, developing unique kind of bottle that separates fresh spirits from booze, enabling consumers to twist and mix it all fresh. We have the first 100% refrigerated distribution and supply chain in the industry. So it's been a very long journey, but one that's very rewarding because no one's been able to essentially achieve this extremely high quality of a product in the industry.
Well, it sounds like you're an innovator and a creator, and you have placed the spirit into a whole new level of having easy access at the market to your home. Tell us what challenges, because I've heard your stories before, but give us the top three that really took it, and now you've learned through your experience. What would you share to the listener?
Well, it's been definitely an interesting journey. I mean, we've talked, from the biggest corporations in the world who produce and distribute spirits to the smallest craft distillers. And for the longest time, they would just say it's not possible to distribute a perishable product in the spirits industry. And it always made us feel kind of odd or almost ashamed to be, an American or, living in the 21st century when we were able to distribute perishable milk 100 years ago, distribute perishable beer 100 years ago. And yet in the 21st century, we can't distribute perishable cocktails. It just seemed kind of odd to us. And so we took it as a challenge. And, it's been an interesting journey for a while. We were out there talking to people on the street, and it wasn't quite sure how we were going to bring everything together because it's not the easiest way to kind of build a company in the industry. There's very kind of segmented pieces. Some people are distributors. Some people are alcohol producers. Some people are bartenders. Some people are just packaging companies. Some people are, bartender agencies. And so we didn't quite fit the mold of the traditional companies in the industry. So we've had to kind of be flexible about what we were creating, all the while keeping our vision about what, at the end of the day, what we wanted to create. And so I would say that's probably the best advice I could probably give someone in a way is, be very inflexible about the end result you want to achieve. For us, it's the highest quality cocktail that's ever been made in the world and widely distributed. But the method of how we got there has been very iterative and flexible, and that's given us the ability to innovate along the way by keeping those super high standards on the end result.
And so where would you market your drink, and when does it come out?
Yeah, so it's going to be coming out at the end of summer, early fall of this year, so in about 6 months. And we're marketing it in essentially a different way than a lot of other brands. We actually partner with the best bartenders in the world, and we design and bottle their cocktails. So say you live in New York, you can get, great cocktails from bartenders from London and Los Angeles, and vice versa, and all these other kinds of places. And so we're very heavy on Instagram, and we partner with the largest bartender influencers in the world. And so when they make the drink, they're also telling their audience, hey, you should not only love my pictures and all my videos that I'm putting out on Instagram, but now you can actually buy my cocktails for the first time without actually having to come to my bar in case you live in a different part of the country. So we're very focused on that kind of more influencer, unique, authentic marketing. And so, keep a lookout for us. You can find us on Instagram at DRNXMYTH. And, if you're out there and you want to collaborate, hit us up.
And would they be able to call you and email you?
You can call, email, direct message, tag us. We will respond, and we're on Instagram all day, so we'll see it.
Fabulous. What would be your ideal client? If we have listeners out there right now and they have contacts, what would be your ideal contact?
Our ideal contact are basically twofold. One is alcohol brands that are looking to make a cocktail for their brand. Most alcohol companies, basically 99% of all alcohol companies don't have their own cocktail, and so we basically help recreate their brand in a high-end cocktail. So if they have the budget and the interest in doing that, let us know. If you're a venue or if you're, say, a hotel group, a hospitality group, and you want an easier, higher quality product for your venue, for your retail location, we can customize cocktails for your venue. And we can even bring in and partner with a bartender to promote your venue. We can bring in a brand who you think might be a good addition to the collaboration. So, but if you have the end, location to sell it to people directly, we're very interested in talking to you.
Well, I hope you get several phone calls after this conversation. We have about 3 minutes left, but I really wanted to spend some time on how you took the idea and what were the ways you pitched, because I know you went to several high-end business leaders and the comeback was fabulous, and it took guts to get up and go to the big guys. How did that plan look for you?
Well, it was definitely an interesting journey. We've been fortunate enough to be in the boardrooms of the largest spirit companies in the world and discussing how to make this happen. And when starting out, most people who start ventures in the alcohol industry come from the alcohol industry. And I was finishing up law school here in Los Angeles at USC. My partner, Brandon Schwartz, he was basically just sold an alcohol company or a cosmetic company. And so we had a good, foundation. But, we basically said, hey, we don't have a ton of money to put into this. We don't have a lot of connections. And we don't really have a lot of experience in the space. But I think that gave us the fresh perspective about how to change the industry and not having any preconceived notions about, you have to do it this way. And so we basically, held to our very high standards and said, we'll basically do whatever it takes. If we have to raise, $100,000, if to raise $1 million, if we have to form a new partnership, if we have to build a new technology, we're just going to do it, whatever it takes. And so, when pitching big brands, they were often taken aback to a certain extent because it's like they're have tremendous budgets. They've been around for, decades, and they haven't even gotten close to the level of innovation that, two outsiders brought to their table, within, 24 months. And so I think there was a certain level of, is this really possible? Who are you guys to be able to do this? And, it was at the same time, a lot of excitement. And so they were kind of, fumbling around a little bit. And even to this day, they can't really understand the full complexity of the business because it's so hybrid. But it's been great, now getting even farther in the business and partnering and aligning with the biggest bartenders in the world. There's a lot more brands coming to us and saying, wow, you guys are for real, and you're aligning with the right people. And so instead of us pitching them, they're pitching us now to partner up. So it's kind of a nice reversal of fortune.
That is history in itself. Those who are, again, like-minded people see your innovation, and it's you infused innovation. That's my word for you. You infused innovation, and that brings a whole another level of creativity. It's brand new. You are breaking the ground. You're making history. You're giving the entrepreneur young between 20 and 30-year-olds out there the opportunity. And only in America can you go from point A to point B and come out with money. Not necessarily up front, but at least you're going to have the innovation. And that excites me. That gives me energy, gives me faith in our American true spirit of small business. What last words would you say in the last 15 seconds that you would inspire?
I guess there's a quote I really like from Abraham Lincoln, who says, "Great things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle."
Perfect ending to a perfect segment. Thank you, Lawrence Cisneros. We wish you all the best. And thank you, listeners. We'll be coming right back to you. Bye.
Are your feet hurting you? I mean, really hurting you so much that you can't come to the fair and enjoy other activities with your friends? If so, you may have plantar fasciitis, a chronic inflammation of the connective tissues in the foot. I'm Holly Halsey. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and I can help you with your pain. I invite you to visit me at my webpage, AccuSageHouseCalls.com. That's ACUSSAGE, housecalls.com. Find out what pain-free feels like.
This is Bill Gruber with BizVid Communications, a Southern California video production leader. We've been honored to sponsor, produce, write, and host many of the fine programs on WS Radio over the years. So we understand how important the internet and your website exposure are. As video producers, we know the tricks and secrets to incorporate video to increase your search engine optimization and business success. Visit bizvidcommunications.com to see what we can do for you. BIZVID communications.com.
Whether you are a woman, a man, or a young person, your time in a hair salon should be special. I'm Doris Rivas-Brecky, host of Daily Dialogue with Doris on WS Radio, and I look forward to those special moments at Fantastic Sam's located at 124 West Main Street in downtown El Cajon, California, and the Fantastic Sam Salon at 9723 Mission Gorge Road in Santee, California. I go to both depending on which way I'm heading out for work. Both salons are conveniently located by two major freeways. The Fantastic Sam's experience is always positive, uplifting, and family-friendly. Fantastic Sam stylists put your hair needs and desires first. So if you don't know Fantastic Sam's in El Cajon or Santee, California, why don't you give them a try and tell them Daily Dialogue with Doris sent you.
You take your smartphone almost everywhere you go. Now WSRadio.com can be there too. Search WS Radio in the Play Store for your Android devices or iTunes for Apple and download the WS Radio application. WSRadio.com on your phone and in your ear everywhere you go. Download the WS Radio application. Do it now. It's very easy. WSRadio.com.
Which sandwich is healthy and tasty? Which sandwich can come on bread or in a bowl? Which sandwich comes 51 different ways, so it's always your way? A which sandwich. Stop into our shop in Hazard Center. We're upstairs from the Hazard Center Digiplex. Bring in your movie ticket. We will add a free drink and chips to your sandwich order. Or order online at which.com, and we will have it ready and waiting. WHICHWICH. Which.com.